You're watching the latest jam-packed edition of Nintendo TV News. It's a scorcher this week with some mouth-watering new info on the Nintendo 3DS. And that's not all, because we've got the latest on some brand new Nintendo games coming your way, including Donkey Kong Country Returns, EA Create, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. How's about that for a win sandwich? In case you somehow managed to miss it, Nintendo held a special conference in Tokyo last week where they revealed to a room full of eager Nintendo lovers the official Japanese release date for the 3DS. The lucky Japanese gamers will be able to get their hands on the revolutionary console on the 26th of February 2011. But don't worry, there's no need to pack up and move to Japan just yet, as Nintendo also confirmed European gamers will be able to pick up the 3DS sometime in March. So that's revolutionary 3D gaming without the glasses coming to Europe in less than 6 months. Well, you can colour us excited. Nintendo also let loose one of the most incredible collections of games trailers we've ever seen together at the same time. We're pretty sure it's illegal in some countries to have this amount of awesomeness in one video. The showcase revealed some of the games currently in development for the 3DS. Look, we could go on, but there's so much to fit in this week, we'll just say this. The Nintendo 3DS is coming to Europe in March next year, and we cannot wait. As well as changing everyone's lives with the 3DS, Nintendo also announced the release date for Donkey Kong Country Returns on Wii. We've played the game and can tell you that the Retro Studios guys have once again worked their magic on another Nintendo title, having previously produced the amazing Metroid Prime series. The hairy adventurer is coming back to our lives and will be swinging by the UK on December the 3rd. Nintendo TV recently sat down with the creators of the brand new movie tie-in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. We got an inside look at the new game, which will be released in November to coincide with the penultimate film. Executive producer Jonathan Bunny told us what it means to work on such a prestigious title.
So Harry Potter fans should play this game because it's finally the game that we've all been waiting for. It's the first time where Harry truly has been the hero. He's got really powerful magic. He's outside of Hogwarts, and so he can use that magic really offensively and aggressively in a way that he's never been able to before. We haven't got classrooms, we haven't got teachers, we haven't got school bullies, we've got Death Eaters and Snatchers and really dangerous magical creatures. So for me, it's the game I've always wanted to play.
Producer Darren Potter, who we've been assured has no relation to Harry, says he can't wait for players to experience the Deathly Hallows Part 1.
So I think the great thing about the game this year is obviously the storyline is so different to the storylines we've had in the past. There's so much more action. Harry's on the run. He's fighting for his life. So it's a very different story to what we've seen from, say, Half-Blood Prince, where it was much more of an emotional journey that Harry went through there. For Deathly Hallows Part 1, it really is the case that Harry's being hunted, Voldemort's trying to kill him, and he needs to use all of those spells that he's learned in Hogwarts to be able to protect himself. So for fans, we're very authentic. So yes, we follow the storyline from start to finish. Also, you get to use all that magic that you've learned over the last few years of school, if you like. So it's something exciting. It's very authentic. They're kind of the two things we've really looked at pushing very hard.
As well as cooking up some spells, we also had the chance to play around with EA Create, the new sandbox puzzle game thingy for the Wii. The game is a little hard to explain, so instead of dumbfounding you with some cobbled together nonsense, we're going to leave it up to the experts. Here's producer Justin Manning to tell you more.
So Create started life as a visual creative tool. The idea was to decorate a scene and bring it to life and make it your own way. We wanted to create no-fail tools so that the player wasn't inhibited by their ability, their talent to do it. We don't want to make a painting game where you had to be able to paint. We just wanted you to take what's in your mind and put it onto the screen the way you wanted it. We give you hundreds of gameplay objects, all that do different things. Anything from a teleporter, a rally car, I don't know, a snowplow, an electric toaster, a spiky rocket, you know, a gravity machine, all sorts of weird and wonderful devices that you just want to experiment with and play with. And then we give you a challenge which allows you to use those items. So for example, and this is going to sound weird, you might get a satellite to a radar dish. That sounds simple. You avoid a vortex on the way that sucks the satellite in, but to solve that, you might use as many items as possible. So in our Scortacular challenges, we offer you the opportunity to use everything that you possibly can to create the most bonkers chain of events you possibly can. So for example, you might drop a piece of dark matter on a laser cannon which fires the satellite into a teleporter, throws it up in the air, hits a space mine which blows it across the level into a pinball bouncer, which bounces it into a gravity machine, turns off gravity, and so on it goes.
That's it for this week. We're all off to find second jobs so we can start saving up for all these incredible Nintendo new releases. If you know of anyone looking for a good paperboy, be sure to give us a shout.